Broncos versus Bills preseason game week 2. The Bills made a tough decision and decided to play their starters on offense and defense. So for the first time, Von Miller will play against the Broncos. Our second team defense gets to see Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. And we're going to talk about the takeaways that the Broncos what we need to see from the offense and defense. Welcome to the second week of the Get Bucked pregame show.
Broncos country, let's ride.
Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. It's game day. Welcome to the second episode. Excuse me, I was eating Dunkin' Donuts breakfast because it's game day. Welcome to week 2, Broncos versus Bills game in Buffalo. Good morning.
Good morning, but what does Dunkin' Donuts have to do with game day?
I don't know. It might be a new tradition. I don't know yet.
That's an interesting tradition, but okay. All right. Well, happy game day. Happy game day.
Happy game day.
All right. So,
welcome everybody to the Get Bucked pregame show. It's game day. Like this channel, subscribe to this channel, share this with your friends because we are here to talk about it. Hit us up in the comments. Let us know what's going on. Also, if you are new to Nothing Rhymes, or you're unaware of what's going on at the network, please head on over to the merch store, the NRWB merch store.
Only been open 2 weeks.
You said what?
I said it's only been open 2 weeks.
It's brand new, so you can go ahead and get your merch in. Buy your merch. We've got some headed this way, so we're definitely going to be wearing some, broadcasting it and marketing it.
Check it out, y'all. 3 different designs. One with the horse, one with the mile high 5. And nothing rhymes with orange and blue, just the words, but they look cool. We got t-shirts, aprons, mugs, they got baby onesies and teddy bears and stickers. I mean, if you can think about it, it's probably in there somewhere.
I like the Mile High Five one.
Yeah, isn't that cool? I mean,
like the Mile High Five one.
Yeah, that one's pretty dope.
It's written in. Good. You designed that, right, Johnny?
I designed all of them. Mm-hmm.
I might have to give me a mile. I'm definitely going to give me a Mile High Five.
You're definitely going to get you a Mile High Five. Anyway, and they come in
for the gym, definitely.
Yep. They all come in either white lettering or black lettering, depending on what you can choose between the two. So that you can, if you want a darker shirt or a lighter shirt, you're always covered. So, come on, y'all, get your swag. Wow, that was gross.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, that was.
All right. So Johnny, week 2, the Bills decided to play their starters.
Yep.
So Von Miller, this is his first time ever playing the Broncos, his former team.
Yeah. I mean, nostalgic. My heart hurts a little bit. I'm sitting here looking up at my 58 jersey up there on the ceiling with my Super Bowl 50 patch, and I'm just kind of like, oh, I mean, it's, if you really think about it, technically this is the very first year where the Broncos are without Von Miller, because we started last year with him for half the season.
That's true.
So I mean, even though he's been gone a little while, we saw him go on to win a Super Bowl somewhere else. It's still the wound is still kind of fresh.
Well, speaking of Von Miller winning a Super Bowl, this, to some people in Broncos country, definitely a biased perspective, but this game right here could be a potential AFC Championship matchup.
Oh, I love it.
I think the Bills are very
well balanced. I don't disagree with you.
Yeah, the Bills are very well balanced on offense and very well balanced on defense. Excuse me, I think the Broncos are the same way, very well balanced. And in this league, the offense and defense balance is what gets you to the Super Bowl. So this is definitely a potential AFC Championship matchup. If Von Miller wins and the Bills win, they go on to the Super Bowl. Von Miller could potentially get us their Super Bowl. But I can definitely see the Broncos versus the Bills in the AFC Championship. This is preseason. This is their ones. But what I'm really hoping for is I'm really, really hoping that our twos just for some reason dominates the hell out of their ones. I
mean, it'd be great. It'd be crazy, it'd be fun. But you know what? I mean, I wouldn't necessarily count on it. Dave Glassman in the house giving us orange and blue hearts. What's up, Dave? Full Glassman. And the third member of Nothing Rhymes, Dreamweaver, says kegs and eggs, boys. Saturday morning game days feel weird, but I'm ready. Let's go.
Kegs and eggs.
I've got eggs. I have kids, so I've been up since like 6 a.m. anyway. And we were up
eggs and eggs.
We were up at the ER with our middle child night until like midnight. So he was in the ER. It stunk, but it's all right. He's fine. So
good. I'm glad he's okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so I mean, it's gonna suck. It is gonna suck seeing Von Miller in a different color. Oh, and I forgot to mention this with Dreamweaver jumping in with his comment there. Please do not forget, after the game, about a half an hour after, to catch the But Your Feelings post-game show hosted by Dreamweaver and co-hosted by Isaiah. Oh, wrong way. By Isaiah over there. So, yes, make sure you catch that. It is going to suck. It is absolutely going to suck seeing Von on the other side of the ball, not just because he is such an incredible pass rusher, even at his age, but because I mean, that's Von Miller. That guy's still a face in Denver. I mean, he always will be. He is Denver royalty.
He's a Hall of Famer that the Broncos drafted.
And that he'll be retiring here. He will. He's not going to retire a Ram. He's not going to retire a Bill. He's going to retire a Bronco. He is. I mean, he's even said in his press conference, if the Bills don't win the Super Bowl, I want the Broncos to win. I mean, that's his heart is still here in Denver.
Yeah, he's like, I want the team that I'm on. I want the team that I'm on to win. But if the team I'm on doesn't win, go Broncos. You can definitely. His
heart is still in Denver, and our heart is still with him, and that's going to make it hard to watch seeing him on the other side. But at the same time, I agree with you. I'm excited to see what our second team unit can do against Josh Allen and the first team unit of Buffalo. A lot of people, I feel like, and I've been hearing this a lot in podcasts this week, are ready to just give the second team a pass on this game. Like, don't expect anything. No, but you hear what I'm saying. Like, don't expect anything. It's our second team versus their first team. No, I disagree vehemently.
Absolutely not. That's a terrible mentality to have. I think you should go in there. One, these people are fighting for, some of them maybe even starting positions, rosters on the team. If you can go out there as a second team defense or a second team offense, and you go out there and you dominate the potential Super Bowl champions in preseason, twos against ones, what can your ones do?
I mean, we already know what our ones can do, but the point is, like,
if you think about this, Johnny, if the number twos of Denver Broncos dominate the ones of the Buffalo Bills, that gets everybody thinking, okay, if the twos can do that for the Broncos, what can the ones do? If the twos can dominate the Bills, what can the ones do?
I just want you to think for a second too. This whole mentality of of kind of giving a pass on this game. No. I'm not okay with that. And I've got another reason for it. It is football. We're talking about football. And in football, it's not if you get hurt, it's when. People are going to get hurt this season. We're going to need to be able to trust both our backups on both the offensive and defensive side. These are the guys that we need to be able to trust to step up when our ones do go down, because they will. Eventually, 100%. Someone will go down. And we got to be able to trust these guys. So, hey, you don't get a pass. Josh Johnson, you had a 120 passer rating against the Dallas Cowboys in preseason week 1.
Make it
130. You better have, you better go out there and put forward the same dang effort you put in against Dallas. Yeah, and every single guy that plays, you stepping up, you're fighting for a job, but on top of that, make Broncos country trust you so that we know that if Cortland Sutton, God forbid, goes down, somebody else goes down, we can be confident that someone like Brandon Johnson or Jalen Virgil or whoever can step into their shoes and keep the ball rolling.
Jay, I was just about to say this. If Johnny hadn't went on a rant, I was literally about to say the exact two players you just mentioned. Damari Mathis and Michael Ojemudia are the DBs to watch. I think they're both fighting for a cornerback 4 position. Ojemudia is the veteran. Damari Mathis is the rookie, but Damari Mathis has been having a better offseason and training camp. So to go against Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis, Isaiah McKenzie and Jamison Crowder is going to be very interesting. But just have some updated news before we get more into the players to watch. James Palmer reported that there's going to be a moment of silence before the Broncos and Bills game today to honor Bills tight end Dawson Knox's younger brother Luke, who passed away Thursday. The service is today. So if you guys heard Luke Knox passed away, I'm not 100% sure is the cause. I may have read it, but I'm not 100% sure. That was the younger brother of the Bills tight end. So you're going to have a moment of silence for that. One thing that I have noticed, I will give credit to Buffalo. It seems that Buffalo has some really fantastic fans. I've heard nothing but good things about their fans, so we're going to respect that. We have a roster. This is the Broncos starting offense today. Broncos starting offense: Josh Johnson, Mike Boone, Albert O. Johnny. All right, so the Broncos starting offense: Mike Boone, Albert O, Montrell Washington, Kendall Hinton, and Brandon Johnson. Left tackle will be Johnson. Left guard will be Wattenberg. So Wattenberg won't be playing center. He'll be playing left guard. Graham Glasgow is going to be playing center. Quinn Miners and Calvin Anderson are both in there, right tackle and right guard. So looking at this roster, I know Nathaniel Hackett said that he really liked what Graham Glasgow was doing at center. He really, really, really liked it, and they enjoyed him. So they're going to have him at center today. Also going to get Quinn Miners and Calvin Anderson back in there again. Quinn Miners is one.
Testing. Just can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm back.
Quinn Miners has won the right guard position, in my opinion. I believe that what Nathaniel Hackett wants to see is he wants to get those reps in the outside zone scheme. The reason being is because Garrett Bowles, Dalton Reisner, and Lloyd Cushenberry, I believe at LSU, have all played in the outside zone West Coast offense. Quinn has not. So Quinn Miners needs the reps in that outside zone scheme, and Calvin Anderson is fighting for that right tackle position, excuse me. Is back.
Sure.
But yeah, they put Graham Glasgow back at center. They really liked him. Going to the receivers, Josh Johnson, Mike Boone. Mike Boone is declared running back 3. Albert O. I think it's the same as last week. I think Albert O, the same with Quinn Miners, really needs those reps in that outside zone scheme and getting that blocking down.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look.
Go ahead, Johnny.
I was gonna say, like, the one thing we were hoping for was to see a step up from Albert O in blocking, and I feel like in week 1, we did not see it. We did not see what we wanted to see.
Run blocking was terrible.
On top, and on top, I don't think that I know what he wants. We know what he wants. He wants to be out there. He wants to be the guy catching the passes. But I think Nathaniel Hackett's being a stingy boss and being like, I know what you want. You don't get what you want until you do better at what I want. That's what I feel like. I could be completely off base here, but I feel like he's being like, look, you ain't gonna catch a pass till you show me that you can block for my running back.
Well, what we discussed was number one last week. The run game was terrible. Alberto missed a couple blocks in the game, and he missed a couple blocks in practice.
They were egregious misses. They were egregious.
Oh, and so I think what's happening is, and I think Alberto's okay with it, is Nathaniel Hackett's like, okay, same thing with Quinn Meinerz. You need help. You need to work on your run blocking in this outside zone scheme. Because I was watching the Green Bay Packers preseason game yesterday, and they were having a good run day. And what I noticed is that's what Nathaniel Hackett is doing. He's trying to create. He wants athletic offensive line that can move east to west and move to the second level, but also it creates massive cutback lanes. And we did not have that week one against Dallas. So the right side of the offensive line needs help. That's why Quinn Meinerz and Calvin Anderson are there. But Albert O, we know he can catch the ball. We know he can run after the catch. What's a question is his run blocking. That's why we brought in guys.
Oh, and that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying is Coach Hackett's being like, I know what you want to do, but I'm not going to let you do it until you can accomplish the other side of it.
I don't think it's until. I think it's
before, maybe.
No, I think it's, hey, you have more of a chance of getting hurt by running a route, catching a ball, and getting tackled than you do run blocking.
Not necessarily. I mean, guys get hurt in the trenches just about as often.
I'm not saying they don't get hurt in the trenches. I'm saying as a tight end, and that's how Alberto got injured 2 years ago. Wasn't run blocking. It was after the catch. So Nathaniel's like, that's an unnecessary risk because we know what you can do with your hands. Excuse me. We know what you can do with your feet. We know you know the playbook. You need to work on run blocking. So we're going to specifically run plays. We're specifically going to put you in there so you can work on that against the Bills' number one defense. So I think this is going to be fantastic for that complete right side of the line. Quinn Meinerz, Calvin Anderson, and Alberto. I think it's going to be fantastic and it's going to be great reps for them. I think Calvin Anderson is going against Von Miller.
Yeah, man, that makes me nervous. But I mean, there really isn't much of a choice if Von's playing off the left side of the D line.
Actually, have to. If Calvin Anderson wants that starting right tackle job, this is the game and this is the time.
This is how he shows he wants it that bad enough. Yeah,
this is. Absolutely. I mean, you go against the. I think the Bills are the number one team in the NFL are the Bills going in 2022. This is the time to step up. And if I'm not saying you shut down Von Miller,
nobody shuts down Von Miller.
Yes,
nobody.
You hold your own. That's what they want to see. Can you hold your own? And what Nathaniel Hackett's going to immediately do this game is his thing is, okay, last week one, we did terrible in the run game. We're going to come out here. We're going to immediately run the ball. And what I want to see from Mike Boone is I want to see Mike Boone really explode.
I mean, I can hope. We can hope. But, I mean, we'll see, I guess. You know, there were several that did not really gain me any confidence in them in week one. I mean, to include, you know, our kicker, Brandon McManus, man. Like, this is the most veteran guy. This is the last guy from the Super Bowl 50 squad left on this team. I mean, he is the elder statesman of the Denver Broncos.
He's OG.
You put him in at 57 yards in Denver in the thin air, and he that much. Yeah, I mean, the guy missed. Luckily, I said it on Nothing Rhymes with Jay the other night on our Thursday show. I was like, luckily the Cowboys did what they did best that entire game, and that was commit another penalty, and we were able to move up 5 yards, and he was able to get that. But you got to be able. Look, that's one thing I'm looking for big today. Our kicker had better be a little more accurate. Come on, buddy. You are the elder statesman of the Denver Broncos. Do not make us regret keeping you here because, I mean, come on, man. It was 57 yards. You can kick 57 yards in Florida, let alone in the Mile High Air.
Yeah, it's actually kind of embarrassing because
little bit
is supposed to be that guy.
He is.
We haven't seen Russell Wilson playing in Denver Bronco jersey, but we know who Russell Wilson is. Besides Russell Wilson, Brandon McManus is supposed to be that guy that Brandon McManus is over there doing whatever he wants in practice. We're not worried about him because come game time, he's going to get it done. And then when you put your confidence in him, and then he goes at the first field goal of the 2022 season and he misses it, and then it almost alleviates Vic Fangio of pushing Brandon McManus.
Almost. I wouldn't say all the way.
Yeah, that's why I said almost. Because a couple times Brandon McManus wanted to go out there, and Vic Fangio was like, no, and Brandon McManus was mad. But then you go out there and you shank a 57-yarder, and you only got lucky because Dallas is undisciplined. If you want it, you got to go out there and earn it. And Dwayne Stooks seems like the type of guy that's just going to let you just miss a couple of those and not say nothing.
Dwayne Stooks seems really intense. I mean, good coach, but
he's
really
very
intense.
I
love it. I love every bit of it.
Jay says Vaughn shuts Von Miller down. That won't happen today, as he wants to show Peyton he made a mistake for choosing Gregory over him. I wish Randy Gregory was playing so that way they can have a little battle. You know, Von Miller's like, oh, you chose him over me, and Randy Gregory's going to be like, let me show you why.
Doubtful. that'd be cool.
I think because of that, if I'm Nathaniel Hackett, to be honest, I'm not going to really throw the ball that much until the ones are taken out.
Hey, you know what? That's something. Seeing that's something we might have to wait until, dare I say it, the AFC Championship game.
Yes. I want to talk about the receivers they put in, who they chose. So there's a battle going on with wide receiver 4. Who's going to be? Seth Williams, Jalen Virgil, Montrell Washington, Kendall Hinton.
There's not even a question. There's not even a question about that. Number 4 is Kendall Hinton or Montrell Washington. 4 and 5 are Kendall Hinton and Montrell Washington. Not even a single question.
Well, I'm not
the only one saying that. Not the only one saying that.
My question is, where's Seth Williams?
He's still fighting for his job. He's not
in the same. So they chose. So I think Kendall Hinton, Johnny, you and I spoke about this. I like Kendall Hinton a lot.
Kendall Hinton's a lock.
One of the characteristics.
Wait! Breaking news. This is a Shadow Jacker, by the way. D-Rock is Shadow Jacker. He says Von not playing. Let's go.
So our whole half of the show has completely gone out of the window.
Yeah, I know. For real, we spent half the show talking about Von. We've only got another 10 minutes before we got to get out of here so we can be ready for kickoff. But man, half the show. Thanks though, Shadow, for letting us know, buddy. That was our breaking news right there. But anyway, we appreciate it, Shadow.
No, like I was saying, the reason why Kendall Hinton is a good wide receiver for us because one of the characteristics of Tim Patrick wasn't just his size, but he was a possession receiver. He had consistent hands. And Kendall Hinton has very consistent hands. He really does not drop the ball. When he caught that post route last year against I can't remember what team it was, but he caught that beautiful post route. When he caught that touchdown from Josh Johnson and that nice third down deep out route. Or was it either a deep out route or was it a drag route across the field? Kendall Hinton has very secure, very good hands. And I can see him definitely being a big wide receiver for, and I'm not against that. I think Seth Williams makes the team as a red zone threat. I want to see more of that. Hold on. I just saw this right now from 2 hours ago, Johnny. Broncos coach Hackett getting in his pregame workout runs the stairs at every stadium for 25 minutes. Been doing this since he was an assistant in Tampa Bay. I did not know that.
25 minutes or so. You can see some of the players here. You can see DJ Jones in that group, Mike Purcell.
Yeah, I've heard about that, but I hadn't really seen much more on it.
I didn't know that. I did not know that. So, Broncos out there. Russ Wilson's out there doing his normal pregame routine. Him and Melvin Gordon were, shooting the breeze with Josh Allen. They're out there talking. Yeah, Von Miller's not playing. That's crazy. We talked the whole show about Von Miller playing, and he's not even playing. But
that's because we had no reason.
I want to see Montrell Washington. I would like to see a special teams touchdown. I would like to see a special teams touchdown from Montrell Washington. I would also like to see. I would like to see him get the ball more. I want to see Brandon Johnson. I want to see these guys really step up against this really good PTSD stairs 2 a day. That's funny. I really want to see these receivers step up against this really good Buffalo secondary. I want to see Josh Johnson do the same things he did against Dallas. Do the same thing against, this is actually a really good test. And Nathaniel Hackett said it. This is a really good test for the Broncos team all around. Just go out there and who cares who you're playing against? Just dominate. Just absolutely dominate. Doesn't matter whether it's the ones or twos. Doesn't matter. Just dominate. Troy Rank confirms that Calvin Anderson and Quinn Miners are starting. It says it appears a case of needing reps that they're trying to secure starting spots, as we stated. But I believe that's Quinn Miners' position. I don't know anyone who Netani Muti was competing, but Netani Muti had to have a surgery on his knee, minor surgery on his knee, so he's out 3 to 4 weeks. So that definitely hurts his position. So, Broncos starting defense. So you ready for this, Johnny? The starting defense. Interesting. Just as we expected, Johnny. If you had to pick the Broncos starting defense, line them up. Okay.
Starting defense. We talking. I'm sorry, guys. My microphone. I don't know what's going on. I've had it mounted to the same spot on my table for like a year now, and all of a sudden it just doesn't want to hold on to that spot. It let go, and now it won't get back on. So I'm trying to fix this while I'm doing this. So starting defense. We talk. Where do you want me to start?
No, start at the D line. Start the D line. If you had to pick the D line, go.
Just for today's game?
Yeah.
See, that's tough. I think I would probably give Malik Reed a start.
Okay, that's correct.
I'd go ahead and I would give Baron Browning a start.
That's correct. 2 for 2.
So that's our edge rush right there.
No interior defensive line.
Our interior, I don't think we'll see Deshaun Williams in there just yet.
Incorrect. He's starting.
Okay, Deshaun Williams. All right. Well, hey, I like being wrong sometimes.
Who are the other two?
God bless this stupid thing. I'm gonna freaking throw this mic.
It's funny. Mine's finally stopped moving,
and
I finally don't have to
curse me. And then
now yours me. I had to sacrifice yours for mine. So you know what? So be it.
You're sick.
Interior defensive line.
Just go through it. Just go through it while I'm trying.
Jonathan Harris and McTelvin Agim. Who are the starting inside linebackers, Johnny? Jonas Griffith has his dislocated elbow. Josie Jewell's not going to start. So who are starting interior linebackers?
I think we see Joe Schobert. I think we see him at least for a few snaps. Really?
He's not starting. No. I think he just came in. He doesn't know the playbook as well. Alex Singleton and Justin Sternad. They really like what they saw from Sternad and Singleton. They played decent. DBs, this is too easy. Who are two boundary DBs? This is too easy, Johnny. Yeah. Demario Mathis and Michael Ojemudia, and then Caden Stearns and PJ Locke. So this second team secondary, Demario Mathis, Michael Ojemudia, Caden Stearns, and PJ Locke. This second team, even though they lack the veterans and the seasoning and the experience, they have the potential to truly be shut down. Michael Ojemudia, when he's on it, he's on it. He's inconsistent. PJ Locke has really shown up. Caden Stearns is a heat-seeking missile. So that's gonna be very interesting. Very interesting. Von Miller and Cortland Sutton are reunited during the pregame, so Von Miller's out there talking to all the guys.
Dude, of course he is. Of course he is. This is still his. These are still his boys.
He's up at the. Let's see.
Wow, that's so ghetto, dude. That's so ghetto.
I mean, I can't actually. I could pull it up here. It's just gonna make my stream.
Don't do it. Don't do it. We don't need it.
Then don't insult me for the method I use, and when I choose to use
ghetto. I mean, it's fine.
No.
It's just still ghetto.
Don't insult the method I choose to use, and then immediately say no when I try to use a different one. You know what? Yeah, to yourself.
All right, so excuse me. I mean, yeah, so the defense pretty much laying out the way we would have expected. Our second team defense starters today. Yeah.
Okay, you know what, Johnny? You know what? I'm going to show this.
Okay, show it. Come on, let's go.
This is Melvin Gordon. He didn't know Von Miller didn't know Melvin Gordon was there.
he koalaed him. He koalified him.
I mean, it's good to see. It's
good to see that brotherhood still.
It's nothing but love. It's nothing but love. Von Miller knows that. I'm pretty sure if Von Miller's not playing, him and George Payton will probably have a conversation. You know, Von Miller's grateful that he sent him to the Rams and got him another Super Bowl ring.
Sure. He still wanted to be back in Denver.
Yeah. Yeah, he absolutely wants to be back in Denver. And he's definitely going to retire as a Bronco. But it's good to see him out there and the Broncos out there embracing Von Miller with love. Von Miller embracing the Broncos fan back with love. So I mean, it's just a beautiful thing. Johnny, what is the most exciting thing you're looking forward today in the preseason game?
You know, I just want to see if look, I thought Brett Rippon did an okay job in the second half. I don't, however, think that in any way he matched the showing of Josh Johnson in the first half. Whoa! Hey, you're cutting it. Listen, guy. You talk here.
You literally just was fidgeting with your microphone for 76 minutes.
Whatever. It was falling off the table. What do you want from me? Anyway, so I don't think Brett Rippon in any way really matched the showing that Josh Johnson put on. Obviously, I want to see both because I still want to make sure we're making the right choice on our backup quarterback. You know what I mean? But I think what I really want to see is if Josh Johnson can repeat what he pulled off last week.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not saying that the guy's going to get 120 passer ratings in a row. I mean, that'd be expecting a little much. But I just mean, a really good game out of him. I just want to see some really good decisions, some good passes. I just want to see him, do very well again. Leave no question.
That's what Nathaniel Hackett said. He said, they asked him to say, what are you looking for in your QB2? And he said, consistency. Somebody who can consistency, move the chains, move the ball down the field. Josh Johnson did a fantastic job. I mean, we had that's the first time in Broncos country we've seen in a long time 3 drives in a row that ended in scores. 3 scoring drives.
For real. And it was with our backup quarterback, but our second team wide receivers. But the point is, I want to see him keep that. I want to, even against number ones, I want to see against a harder to play, because let's be honest, first team Buffalo over second team Dallas. It's a pretty significant step up. So I want to see how well they can pull it off.
I'm looking forward to what I'm looking forward is maybe because I'm a defensive guy in high school. I'm looking forward to that secondary. I played cornerback. I want to see that secondary smack people in the mouth
in intramurals, flag football, right?
Regardless of who you're playing against, I want them to make a statement that, hey, you're not just going to come out here and run over us. Stephon Diggs is an all-pro potential Hall of Fame wide receiver. Gabe Davis came out of nowhere last year in that to me, because I don't watch the Bills, he had like 4 touchdowns or something like that. He was fantastic. James Cook from Georgia is going to get a lot of reps today. He's kind of like Travis Etienne. He's a running back, but he's also a good receiving back. And, Josh Allen is Josh Allen. Josh Allen is on track to have a Hall of Fame career. And, it's a preseason game, so they may play 1 drive, maybe 1 quarter, maybe 2 drives. I don't know. But regardless of whatever they're in there, I want the defense to go out there and just smack them in the mouth. Be reckless.
Okay, there's a difference.
I take it back. Be savage, but not reckless.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Savage, but be reckless. I don't care
you just sound like
go
out there, be reckless. What?
Yeah, be savage, but not reckless. Don't be jealous.
Oh, hell no.
I don't care who's out there. Play them as if they're not better than you. Don't be nervous and like, oh man, that's Stephon Diggs. But I don't care.
Look, until proven otherwise, they're not better than you.
Exactly. I don't care. I don't care if that's Stephon Diggs. If you run across the middle, I'm gonna smack him in the mouth.
Just giving you a time check.
Yeah, if you need to have the mentality, the second team needs to have the mentality of, if Josh Allen throws this ball to my side of the field, he's going to regret it. And that's one thing that's the mentality that Deion Sanders had. That's one thing I think my dad's favorite player was Walter Payton and Deion Sanders was Deion Sanders. He
No
told
doubt.
me, he said, when I first heard about this dude, Deion Sanders, and I went to go see him in Atlanta, I was like, who is, I was like, this dude is cocky. I was like, who is this dude? And he said, I watched him and I was like, wow, they won't even throw to his side of the field.
No,
That's the mentality that they need to have is you're not even going to throw it to my side of the field.
Yep.
I don't care if you're Josh Allen or not. I don't care if you went toe-to-toe with Patrick Mahomes in the AFC Championship.
Challenge accepted.
Exactly. In the greatest playoff game ever. I don't care. When you come to this side of the field and you throw it over here,
that's my ball.
That's my ball. That ball belongs to me. And I want them to have that mentality so that way they can have that confidence.
And look, last thing I'm going to say, because I'm giving you a time check here of 11 minutes before
yeah, I want to clear up after my dog before the game starts.
Yeah, so we're not going to talk about that on the air. But the last thing I'm going to say is if you don't go into every single game, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the first string, second string, third string. I don't care if you're on the practice squad. It does not matter. If you do not go into every game saying this is my field, this is my ball, you just don't know it yet, then you have no right to be one of the 53 that makes the final roster. Agreed. That is the mentality. You must go into every, no matter who you are. And look, I get it. I'm sitting here in a nice, comfy recliner, rocking, drinking my beer, and I'm talking into a microphone. I'm not on that field right now, strapping on pads playing. I have played, but that's not the point. I get that that's not me that's out there right now. The point is, I know my coach has hammered it into my head. Every day you walk out there as if it is your day, period. It is your field. It is your ball. It is your day. And it does not matter who you are. And even if that does not come to fruition, you better walk off that field believing that next week it will be your field again. Period.
D-Rock.
That's Shadow Jacker.
I know who it is, but it says D-Rock. It says if a Broncos player gets a sack today and does a Von sack dance, do you think he'll applaud?
Heck yeah, I do.
I think that's
I think Baron Browning did it last week, and I'm sure Von Miller was one.
Baron Browning was real close.
Yeah.
It was real close. Jay says this take brought to you by a Johnson & Johnson combo TD. If that happens, if there's a Johnson & Johnson TD, I will post the Johnson & Johnson baby shampoo. I will quote tweet because the Denver Broncos social media team is fantastic. Hey, Denver Broncos social media team, if you're listening, on the post-practice press conferences, say that 3 times fast, please turn up the volume on the microphones of the reporters asking the questions. Because the only way I know what they're talking about is when the coaches respond. Some I think it's either it's Cody Rourke, who is very loud and very good at asking questions.
Him and Zach Stevens.
Please turn everybody else's mic up because we can't hear the questions they ask. But I will quote tweet the Denver Broncos if there's a Johnson & Johnson TD with the baby shampoo. Like I said, so the Russell Wilson to Cortland Sutton, I call that the pie connection.
Oh, there you go. All right, 3.14. Got it. That's right.
Yes,
that's right.
And we'll call this the Johnson & Johnson. We'll call that. So if a touchdown, we'll go #baby shampoo.
Yeah, #baby shampoo. Isaiah, I think it's about time we get rolling out of here because I got food to pull out of the oven for game time, and it's about time for kickoff.
Yes, it is. I'm excited. Hey, let's ride.
Let's ride. So hey, I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna take us out of here. Broncos Sunday. Let's ride. No, but that's not how we say it. That's not how I say it on the show. I go, let's ride. But anyway, let's go ahead and get out of here. Guys, thank you for joining us for the Get Bucked pregame show. All right. Catch us half an hour after the game for the Buck Your Feelings postgame show. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, hit that notification bell, y'all. There's all of our social medias all around us. YouTube, Nothing Rhymes Podcast. On Twitter at @nothing_rhymes_. You can find us on Facebook, the Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue, and anywhere you find your favorite podcast to listen to, check us out there. Guys, thank you for joining us. Once again, please don't forget to jump on in to the merch store and get you some swag. Okay? It's fun. It's awesome. Everything you can imagine. Cups, hoodies, shirts, stickers, even pajama sets for the wife, onesies for the baby.
We have pajama sets in there?
There are women's pajama sets in there.
Yes!
Yep. So anyway, jump on into the merch store, please. Thank you. All right, we will be back after the game with Isaiah and Dreamweaver, my cousin Jay Weaver, the host for the Get Bucked post-game show. It's going to be a blast.
Your feelings.
Did I say get bucked again?
You said Get Bucked post-game show.
Sorry, my bad. The Buck Your Feelings post-game show. Please do not miss it. We love you, Broncos country. We are about to enter this game, so let's go have a good one, and let's ride! Oh, I forgot to say one last thing. Hey, Buffalo, prepare to get bucked! Woo! Let's ride, baby. Let's ride!